Hi, it's Wendy, and today we're going to talk about ADA versus universal design. So ADA is the Americans with Disabilities Act. And this act creates modifications so that people with disabilities, with various disabilities, can have access to the same spaces as everyone else. They may have to access the space in a different way. So an example of a modification for ADA for, let's say your library has 3 or 4 steps to get in, there might be the steps and a ramp. That's the ADA accommodation. That building was built that way, and it would be harder to make that opening ground level for everyone to have access to the same entrance. Universal design, however, is about creating a space that can be used by all people. So universal design tends to come in when you're building a new space, and the components are equitable use, which is useful and marketable to people with diverse abilities. So somebody in a wheelchair versus somebody walking versus somebody using a walker would all have access in the same way. So if you are building a new store or a new location for someplace, you would have large doors with no steps where everyone can enter the same way. It allows flexibility in use. So the design accommodates a wide range of individuals' preferences and abilities. Simple and intuitive use. Use of the design is easy to understand regardless of the user's experience, knowledge, language skills, or education. So we're not always talking about mobility. It might be making something that's easy for everyone to understand rather than only specific people. Perceptible information. This design communicates necessary information effectively to the user regardless of the ambient conditions or the sensory abilities of the user. Tolerance for error. This design minimizes hazards and the adverse consequences of accidental or unintended actions. Low physical effort. This design can be used efficiently and comfortably with minimal fatigue. So it might be you swipe your hand to turn on a light rather than having to flip a switch. For somebody that may not have a hand, could not flip a switch, they can swipe their arm in front of the light switch and have the switch come on, or automatically, they come on automatically when motion is detected. And size and space for the approach and the use. And this is what I was mentioning at the beginning. Larger doors, no steps to get in. So appropriate size and space is provided for approach, reach, manipulation, and use, regardless of the user's body size, posture, or mobility. Those are all important things. You want everybody to have access to the same locations. And when I talk about universal design, I think about the Gulfport Senior Center project that we did. By consulting with an occupational therapist or someone trained in ADA and universal design, a brand new area can be built in a way that all of their members can access rather than making the accommodations for specific people. And some of the things that you're looking at when you're thinking about universal design is lighting. Make sure that it's good for people, for all people, regardless of their vision. Open door entrances. They may open automatically. You don't have to pull an open, because if you're in a wheelchair, you can't pull the door open. So they open automatically when people go up to the doors. Larger bathrooms to have that wheelchair accessibility, or even just a little extra space for somebody with limited mobility. Easy access doorknobs and light switches, lights that come on automatically. In a bathroom, you can also have self-flushing toilets. Space under the counter where a wheelchair can fit up so the person can reach and wash their hands. Automatic soap, water, and paper towel dispensers. Lights that come on when the person enters the room and leaves the room. Doors that open with a push button. And then desks or tables that can accommodate a regular chair or a wheelchair, and it might be to accommodate chairs of different sizes, and wider doorways and hallways. Recently I saw this this cartoon that explains pretty well about clearing a path for people with disabilities, clears a path for everybody. So here it's saying, could you please shovel the ramp? The gentleman is shoveling the stairs, and when the child asks about, could you please shovel the ramp, he says, all these other people are waiting to use the stairs. When I get through shoveling them off, then I will clear the ramp for you. And then this person in the wheelchair says, but if you shovel the ramp, then we can all get in. So it's important to keep in mind that everybody should have access to the same spaces regardless of their abilities. I hope that helps. Thank you.